Testing 1 2 3. Testing.
Testing.
1 2 3.
Yep. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing.
5 4 3 2 1. Testing.
See, it's not going up as much as it did. Yeah.
Testing 5 4 3 2 1. Testing.
Yeah, that's better.
Testing 1 2 3 4. Well, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to Rotary Field for this second of our doubleheader here today on SportingNewsCT.com and the American Legion Northern Section Super Regional Tournament and the second game of the day. And I'm Steve Riley. I'm here with my good friend Jim Vardalos. And Jim, you know, what a game we had for the first one opening up here today.
Yeah, Riles, that game was unbelievable. You know, Southington jumped out to an early lead, and it looked like Waterford was had a couple chances to tie it up or maybe take the lead, and they just couldn't get it done. And then in the last inning, Southington really laying it on them with two big stolen bases and a big hit.
Yeah, a big hit that time, and they scored those 2 runs in the 7th inning. Talk about getting some insurance, and they won it earlier today by the score of 4-1 over Waterford. In this game here today, we have West Hartford post 96 against Bristol post number 2 in the state of Connecticut, and they're in this super regional game, and they're both teams that are very, very familiar with each other as they're up there in that zone. Bristol was second in Zone 1 behind the northern section, behind Simsbury. And the only reason why they were behind is by a tiebreaker. They were 18-6 in the regular season. West Hartford was second in their zone, the Zone 1 South, behind Southington, who won that game earlier today. West Hartford coming in with a record in 15-9. So 2 great teams coming out today. So the lineup today for the visiting West Hartford, Jim?
We have leading off Dan Fitzsimons, batting second Kobe Jones, batting third Brian Rinker, batting fourth Will Fox, he'll be in right field. Batting fifth is Luke Fox, he'll be on the mound. Batting sixth is Tim Cotter. Batting seventh is Max Main, he'll be in left field. Batting eighth is number 22 Liam Stone, he'll be behind the plate. And batting ninth is number 14 Ryan Farley, he'll be playing center field.
Well, on the mound for Bristol today is Alex Balfour. He's a good one. 4-0 on the season of only a .69 ERA. Saw him earlier this year pitch against West Hartford and shut them out in a game where Bristol won by a score of 8-0. So as I said, these 2 teams very, very familiar with each other. And the winner will play tomorrow at 4 o'clock against Southington. The loser will play at 1 o'clock against Waterford in this Northern Super Regional. Down there at Seppa Field, Stanford has won the first game, defeating Hamden, I believe by the score of 2-0.
I think it was 3-0.
3-0. And then Naugatuck now will be getting under the way very shortly against the number 1 seed in the South, the Cheshire American Legion.
Starting
Post.
it off for West Hartford.
So leading it off is number 8, Dan
Fitzsimmons.
Fitzsimmons, and we'll get that defense for you after the first pitch of the Bristol post 2. As Balfour winds up and throws his first pitch, he's in there for a strike. Carson Sassu just caught that one. He's behind the dish at home plate. He'll be catching the balls and strikes. Matt Goulet down at third base. Noah Plantamuro will be down there at short. Evan Bouchard at second, as that one drops down low, so the count's even now to Fitzsimmons. Ryan Green, the big St. Paul product, will play there at first base. Out left, Alec DiLoretto. Corey Fredette, he's a good one out there. And Josh Nolley, who we have some familiarity with, Jim, as we saw him get hit by a pitch in the game and immediately do push-ups at
Yeah,
home
that was
plate.
definitely one of the
Yeah,
better moments of this tournament.
Yeah, quite the player with those red, white, and blue stars and striped socks. So the count is 0-2 still to Danny Fitzsimmons, who will lead it off here for West Hartford against Bristol. Way outside, so it's 1-2. Well, from what we've seen in the past, Jim, Alex Balfour throws a lot of curveballs.
Yeah, he
And,
likes to keep those batters off balance.
And I'm sure these West Hartford batters know all about that. And there's a fastball. That's a base hit up the middle, as Plantamuro just won't be able to get it. So West Hartford starting it right off the bat with a hit.
Batting next for West Hartford, number 28, Colby Jones.
You know, that gives a little life to that West Hartford dugout. You know,
Yep.
totally opposite is getting a K to lead off the game. That takes the wind out of an inning. Getting that leadoff guy on is huge.
Danny Fitzsimmons, who was 0 for 4 in that first game, he knew, I want to get a hit this game. And up comes Colby Jones, the third baseman for West Hartford. He fouls the first ball back into the screen. Jones in that first game was 1 for 3 that we saw a while ago against this Alex Balfour.
I love the American flag sleeve on his right arm.
Yes. Balfour,
Ooh, and the runner goes.
runner fakes.
Ooh.
And I think they called that one a strike, and they did. So it's 0-2 now to Colby Jones. Behind the plate is Dave Bindus. We're very familiar with him, seen him a number of times umping the plate. So Balfour, and the throw over to first is in time. Jones, that bat really high over his head. The runner does go. No fake on that one. The throw down to second won't be in time on that curveball. Danny Fitzsimmons steals the base. Just like that, West Hartford has a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Riles, he picked a perfect pitch to go on. Curveball in the dirt does not give the catcher a lot of chance to throw that ball out.
No, he didn't, and now it's 1-2 to Jones. Jones will try to get it to the right side. Bouchard bird dogging the runner at second. There's another one. It's chopped slowly towards the mound. Balfour will only have one place to go as the third baseman was cutting across, and that's as good as a bunt when you think about it. Scored that one 1-3, but Fitzsimmons gets down to third base.
Number 24, Brian Ranker.
Yeah, now you have your three batter here with a man on third. Only 90 feet to get a score.
Yep, and it looks like Bristol will bring the infield up on the edge of the grass, and let's go over that again. That's Mac Boulay at third, Plantamuro at short, Bouchard second, Green at first. Here's the first pitch now. It's a curveball in there for a strike to Brian Ranker, the shortstop.
And Balfour already using that curveball first pitch.
Ranker 1 for 4 in the last time we saw this team's play, but Ranker also batted fifth back on. Now he's batting third. So he must have a hot bat lately. There's another curveball, and it's 0-2 now to Ranker.
Not where you want to be if you're the batter.
Absolutely. On deck is Will Fox, the right fielder. Way outside, gets by the catcher off the top of his mitt. Here's the throw, no throw. And just like that, the score is 1-0 in favor of West Hartford.
We're going to call that a wild pitch?
I would imagine. It looked like it hit off the edge of his glove, though. But
so a pass ball.
I don't know what the official scorer has it down there. We'll find out later, but call that a pass ball for the moment. Went off his glove.
That's that one problem with a guy on third, 0-2. You're trying to get a bad pitch there. Well, not a bad pitch, but a pitch that's not in the zone, and
too
ends
far
up
out
getting
of the
past
zone.
him.
Yeah. Got past him as Ranker now, stays alive, but we've got a score here now as West Hartford comes up with a run on the benefit of only one hit, a stolen base, and a fielder's choice. And here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Ranker goes down swinging. So there's two outs now.
For West Hartford, number 3, Will Fox.
Will Fox comes up now. I remember Will Fox came up to bat in that tournament game against Seymour High 2 years ago. He was just a youngin' then. His older brother, who's the pitcher today, Luke Fox, was a senior in high school. So I'd imagine Will Fox is probably a junior to be a senior by now. There's a ball in the dirt. And Will Fox is he's going to be a senior next year. He goes to Hall High School, does not go to Northwest Catholic. He did go to Northwest Catholic at one time, so it's an interesting one. And there's a strike. So it's 1 ball, 1 strike now to Will Fox. There's a ground ball back to the mound. Balfour gets it, and he will have tossed it easily over to first base for the final out. But West Hartford strikes first with 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and there's nobody left on base. We'll be right back with the bottom of the first inning. West Hartford 1 and Bristol Post 2 coming to bat.
The American Legion. We're a powerful force for the nation. We're patriots through and through. We believe in our flag and all that it stands for. Our Constitution, our Pledge of Allegiance, our way of life are all fundamental to maintaining our freedom and the standing that we have as the greatest country on earth. We promote and defend these values every day in communities across the nation. Go to legion.org to find out more about the American Legion's commitment of service to America.
The American Legion honors our newest generation of warriors and veterans. Please join us in supporting and recognizing their unique contributions and needs. Go to legion.org/honor veterans to find out more. Life in the military is one of service and sacrifice. And for some, that sacrifice is more than many of us can imagine. Please join with the American Legion in recognizing and supporting our wounded warriors and their families. Let's not allow them to be forgotten and left to fend for themselves. They deserve more. Sometimes just thank you isn't enough. Go to legion.org/honor veterans to find out how you can help.
Back here at Rotary Field, West Hartford strikes first with a single run. And Bristol now will be coming up to bat. And Jim, their lineup?
Leading off will be the shortstop, Noah Plantamuro. Batting second, Corey Fredette. He's in center field. Batting third, number 10, Mac Goulet. He'll be at third. Batting fourth, Ryan Green, the big first baseman from St. Paul. Batting fifth, Josh Noeli. He'll be in right field. Batting sixth is Evan Bouchard. He's at second base. Batting seventh is Steven Workowski. He's the DH. Batting eighth is Alec DiLoretto. He'll be in left field. And batting ninth, the catcher, Carson Sassu.
And I'm watching the home plate umpire, Dave Bindus, get into the music as he's jostling his head around to the songs. Was his request? Yeah, the umpire requested a song.
For Bristol, number 3.
I didn't know you can get requests.
Plantamuro.
Noah Plantamuro steps up to lead it off here for Bristol in the bottom of the first.
We're going to have to give some requests here, Riles. Little Glory Days.
Yeah,
Bruce Springsteen.
I don't know about that one. I'm tired of hearing it. A little AC/DC action that would shock the crowd. There's a ball inside. On the mound, Luke Fox. Behind the dish is Liam Stone. Colby Jones at third, Brian Ranker at short, Danny Fitzsimmons at second, Timmy Cotter at first. There's a line shot into right, but right there, over the head of the right fielder, Will Fox. Looked like he had it, but he didn't as it goes over his head. And there goes Plantamuro heading for third, and he's going to get there with a stand-up, diving triple as he's exhorting his team on. We'll have to call that one a triple, I guess, because the right fielder just sort of came in and then leaped, and it didn't really touch his glove. So I guess they're going to score that one a triple.
Batting for Bristol, number 2, Corey Fredette.
So Bristol now, with one swing of the bat, has a runner on third and nobody out. Let's see what West Hartford does. They're up on the corners, and they're back in the middle infielders.
That's why they say a line drive is the hardest ball to catch, Riles.
Right, line drive right at you, yep. And there's a first pitch ball low to Corey Fredette. And then out in left field, Max Main, Ryan Farley in center, and Will Fox in right. You've met him already. Curveball is up high. Well, I guess we missed that thunderstorm that must have started in New Britain and came this way as it avoided us, Jim. You know, now we got mostly blue sky up above.
Beautiful day for baseball.
Yep. Hard fastball is low. So Fox now tried to overthrow that one a little bit, and he's now 3-0 to Corey Fredette.
How about the ground crew fixing up this field after the first game?
Absolutely. They did yeoman's work out there. And that's what happens when you get a lot of volunteers for American Legion Baseball.
Batting for Bristol, number 10, Mac Goulet.
Mac Goulet steps up for Bristol now at first and third. Nobody out.
The catcher a call time. Talk to Fox really quick here. They got to be discussing a little first and third call here.
Yeah, I would imagine so, and what they want to do. They have the lead 1-0. They'll probably give up the run for the double plays. They keep the middle infielders back. They have to with a runner on first. Holding him on at first is Tim Cotter. Fox checks the runner just to check out where he is. And fastball, that one's lofted shallow into center field. Coming on to get it, but it's a base hit. And that'll score the run, and just like that, 3 batters. And Bristol has tied it at 1. So an RBI single by Mac Goulet. Looked like he just barely fisted it out into the outfield. Runner on third, Plantamuro was holding just in case it was caught, and then trotted home. Ryan Green comes up. As we said, he's a St. Paul High School product, all-state player for St. Paul here in Connecticut. Nobody out. Runners at first and second. Fox in trouble early. And there's the pitch. He's bunting, and beauty. It's down to third baseline. Fox bare hands it, gets it to first, and he makes a good play. But it's a sac bunt for the number 4 hitter. Think about that one. He sac bunted 1-3 to get the runners over to second and third.
Yeah, great job by Ryan Green there, getting it down the third baseline, moving the runners over.
Number 20,
Yeah.
Now you have 2
Josh
runners in scoring
Noilly.
position for Noilly.
There's some coaches that don't believe in the sac bunt, but that got pressure now on Noilly. Those stars and stripes on his leg, had a great game, and we saw him earlier this year. Big, hard hitter. He swings and cuts through that one. Looked like Fox took a little off that, maybe a change of sorts.
And the infield's up now.
Yep. This game is all tied at 1. Luke Fox goes to the College of Holy Cross. Fly ball on the left field line. It's tailing, could be trouble. The left fielder will get it. The runner will tag and go. And they won't have a play on him. And Bristol takes the lead with Josh Noilly. Sack fly on an F7. Now that's the benefit of the sack bunt, is it allowed the runner to get to third and allowed that fly ball
Next
to
up,
score him.
number
So it's
9,
2-1 now in
Evan
favor of
Bouchard.
Bristol here in the first.
Yeah, that's just small ball there, Riles.
Yep.
Really coming into play early for Bristol.
Here's Evan Bouchard now with runner on second base. It's that time wisely. It was Matt Goulet. Well, Matt Goulet started his second. He held up. There's a strike on the inside part of the plate from Fox. Fox, the Northwest Catholic product, has had a stellar career at Northwest Catholic. When he was a freshman in high school, he was the winning pitcher in the state championship game for Northwest Catholic. Now, to him, it probably seems like ages ago. Curveball in there for strike. So it's 2 strikes now to Evan Bouchard.
That's a big breaking ball there.
Yep. The 0-2 for Bouchard.
Runner goes.
Curveball, strike 3 call.
Doesn't
Didn't
matter.
matter if the runner goes, as Bouchard took it. Fox gets his first strike out of the game, and the side is retired. But for Bristol, in the bottom of the first inning, they come up with 2 big runs. On a total of 2 hits, there were no errors. There was 1 runner left on base for Bristol. We've completed a full inning here now at Rotary Field in South Windsor, Connecticut, with the score Bristol 2 and West Hartford 1.
As we recognize the service of America's men and women in uniform, let's also honor the families who sacrifice so much every day. As the service member serves, so does the family. Do you really want to honor a veteran? Look for ways to support their families and thank them for their sacrifices. Go to legion.org/honor-veterans to find out how you can help. The American Legion honors our newest generation of warriors and veterans. Please join us in supporting and recognizing their unique contributions and needs. Go to legion.org/honor-veterans to find out more.
Today, more than ever before, women are on the front lines of America's defense. These brave women struggle and sacrifice to help keep our country secure. They deserve to be recognized for their service as guardians of freedom. Please support the American Legion's efforts to serve the growing number of women veterans. Go to legion.org/honor-veterans to find out how you can help.
As we recognize the service of America's men and women in uniform, let's also honor the families who...
I don't know.
Oh, there we go.
Here we are, as we thought for a minute we wouldn't be coming back in, and for a minute there goes my pulse. Luke Fox comes up now. Here in the top of the second inning for West Hartford, they trail it now by the score of 2-1 as Bristol answered back. And he got 2 runs on the benefit of 2 hits. Matt Goulet with a big RBI single. and a sac fly by Josh Notley. Well, the first pitch to Luke Fox is in there for a strike. Good curveball that time by Alex Balfour. Luke Fox, a 6'2", 172-pounder from the College of the Holy Cross. There's popped up in the infield. Balfour shading his eyes. This could be trouble, but he makes the catch. So 1 up, 1 down here in the second inning. That would be interesting, Jim, if West Hartford should make their way to
Number
the
15,
New England Regional
Cotter.
Tournament, right?
Yeah,
And then
Fox will be playing.
Fox will be playing on his home field.
That'd be cool.
Very interesting.
Yep.
Bring up now is big Tim Cotter, the first baseman. Cotter stands in at 6'4", goes to Kingswood, Oxford, private school in West Hartford. Curveball just misses. Balfour throws a lot of breaking balls. He said he has a very low ERA. There's a high fly in the left center. That one was hit well, but right there is the left fielder, Alex DiLoretto. He's a good one out there, and he makes the catch.
That one looked like it was going to hit the gap for a second,
Yeah.
but
Batting for West
covering a
Hartford,
lot of ground out there,
number
those
5,
Bristol outfielders.
Max
Yeah.
Main.
Big difference with the wood versus aluminum bats, though, is that one just sort of hung up there.
We have yet to see someone hit the subway sign out in center
That's
field.
for sure. That's 400 feet away. Balfour on the year, 15 strikeouts against only 3 walks, so he's got good control. He throws ball 1, just as I say that, right? And up now is Max Main. Max Main comes up there now. There's a line shot into left field. That's a base hit, a 2-bouncer out to Alex DiLoretto, and Main has himself a hit.
Nothing you could do about that one if you're the
Yeah,
defense.
that was a solid single to left field.
Next at bat for West Hartford, number 22, Liam Stone.
And Max Main gets on base. Liam Stone steps in now, the catcher for this West Hartford team.
See, the tough thing is, you got 2 outs and you get that hit. Big lead on first base.
Yep.
For
Max
Maine.
Main goes to the University of Maine. Isn't that interesting? Maine goes to Maine. Mr. Maine, where do you want to go? Maine. No, I mean, what college do you want to go to? Maine. No, I know your last name. Right? That could be an interesting one, right? It's like a who's on first, right?
Yeah.
What did I see that picture on the internet once where they actually had a player from a team in somewhere in Asia where his name was Who? And they said, finally, who's on first? Very interesting.
Yeah, when I was in 8th grade, one of my teachers, Mr. Adams, he did a little who's on first, what's on second.
Yeah.
And so half the kids hated it, half the kids liked it.
Yeah. There's a strike. Well, it's just like the song "Take Me Out to the Ball Game" used to be in the 7th inning stretch, and then they reversed it to "God Bless America," right?
Yeah.
Some people liked the old song, some didn't. There the runner goes. Here's the throw to second. He gets a
Almost looked
long throw, and it
like
goes
a
out to
pitch
center
out.
field. It's a pitch out, but it didn't work. As Max Main gets a stolen base. Second stolen base off the Bristol catcher. That's our pitcher and catcher. 2 balls, 1 strike now with 2 outs to Liam Stone. The runner off second. Plantamero bird dogging him. There's a pitch right over the plate.
Yeah, he evens it out
Strike
2-2.
2. Yep. Dave Bindis, the home plate umpire. Emphatic call. There's a chopper foul. Dave was the home plate umpire in that infamous or famous, however you want to look at it, game in 2011. High school game between Southington and Newington, where the runner allegedly missed home plate with the winning run.
You were calling that game, weren't you?
Yep.
While you were
The
broadcasting?
call was right here, but actually was called for CPTV, if I'm not mistaken. Back then, what a controversy that
I
one
still
caused.
have a lot of nightmares from the day before.
Same day.
Oh, same day, was it?
Same day, yeah. That's why I felt bad. I was coaching Seymour at the time. We lost 1-0 to Montville, who won that Class M, and that night I had to call the game with Don Boyle, and I ended up saying to Don, "Well, there's a throw into the outfield, and that's going to be an error. Here comes the throw to third, nobody backing it up. And it's bounced into third base, and now that one would have to be an E1, I would imagine, on the throw. So Bristol comes up with an error there to advance the runner, but there's still a runner on second. So on that day, I remember thinking that I thought we had it bad, and then I saw what happened to Southington.
Yeah.
I was like, this young man had it worse. There's a ball in the dirt, and he walks him.
Yeah, see, I really didn't like that picking off at second there. It seemed like he was too
West
worried about the
Hartford.
base runner.
Number 14,
Then he lost the batter, and now he walks. And
Farley.
now
Especially with 2 outs.
now you're giving West Hartford a little life here.
Yeah, and see what happens on first and third.
Now you have the 9 batter coming up, and he's going to turn over to the top of the order.
Yeah, he's got to be running them, I would imagine, at some point. Just to see what would happen if they can steal a run by a double steal. Then again, if you don't make it, you'll be leading off with your number 9 guy. It looks like a bunt. He wasn't even, it looked like not even a safety squeeze. There's 2 outs, so you got to be bunting for a single there with 2 outs.
It looked like the third base coach was shaking his head.
Yeah, like he didn't said, "What are you doing? You squared to bunt? You got to get there."
If you're Balfour here, you just need to get the batter and not worry about these runners.
It's 1-0. Here's the pitch. Curveball down. It's blooped on the right field line. It could drop in fair, and it does. It's a fair ball, and the game's tied. Running down to third base. Here comes the throw. They won't get him. The throw is a wild, so a runner goes to second, so that's going to be an error charged on somebody. Right, so you got a base hit down the right field line by Farley. That drives in Max Main, so Farley gets an RBI, but Stone ends up at third, so I would have to give an error to the right fielder on the throw, right?
Batting for West Hartford, number 8.
Allowing
Dan
that runner
Fitzsimmons.
to gain an extra base. So now there's runners at second and third, and the game is all tied at 2. And up to the top of the order, Fitzsimmons got a base hit his last time up. Hits him right on the backside. So Balfour clearly shaken up a little bit by that bloop. And that's going to bring the bases loaded now.
Yeah,
for Colby Jones.
Looking back at it, still, I do not know why when Max Main was up or when Liam Stone was up, they tried picking off there on Max Main, and that's when it really started to unravel here.
Yeah.
You know, allowing that guy to get to third.
Yep.
Then a walk.
And all he had to do was concentrate on that batter at the plate with 2 outs. Well, in any event, you know, it has worked. We have seen them pick guys off second, so sometimes that's an uplift or two. But they took that gamble.
It looked like the guy was already almost back at the bag, and he threw it.
I know,
you know?
he threw it. Yep.
You just need to hold that throw.
Yeah, he
and
didn't
then the center fielder tried to throw the guy out at third. You know, you just got to get that ball in and
and that one,
stop the bleeding.
The base hit the right. They threw it wild to third base. Threw no cutoff man down there. So it's all tied up at 2, and here's the pitch. Curveball. It's a high sky ball way up there. Alec DiLoretto makes the catch, and the side is finally retired. But for West Hartford, they come up with 1 big run on 2 hits. There were 2 errors, and they left 2 runners on base. We'll be right back with the bottom of the second inning. We're all tied at 2 here.
I never realized how much the American Legion did in our community until I was overseas and my family needed help. The Legion was there, taking care of things I couldn't, and they asked nothing in return. I guess it's because they know what I'm going through. They've been here before, and when I looked into it, I discovered that there was a way for me to continue to serve my fellow veterans and my community through the American Legion. That's why I joined.
The American Legion, we're a powerful force for the nation. We're patriots through and through. We believe in our flag and all that it stands for. Our Constitution, our Pledge of Allegiance, our way of life are all fundamental to maintaining our freedom and the standing that we have as the greatest country on earth. We promote and defend these values every day in communities across the nation. Go to legion.org to find out more about the American Legion's commitment of service to America.
America, meet Greg Anderson, served 2 tours in Afghanistan, Bronze Star and Purple Heart recipient, and unemployed. The unemployment rate among transitioning service members is unacceptably high, much higher than the general population. Veterans are a proven commodity. They're mature, reliable, and hardworking, and they deserve a chance to get back to work after serving their country. Do you really want to honor a veteran? Hire one. Go to legion.org/honor veterans to find out how you can help.
Well, back here to the sounds of summer wind. We're here at Rotary Field in Connecticut, in South Windsor, Connecticut. A beautiful day and a summer wind coming by, flowing here in the stadium. And you can see the home plate umpire, Dave Bindus, getting into it. The Sinatra song of summer wind. We're back here, and the score is all tied up at 2 between West Hartford and Bristol. It's 2-2 in the bottom of the second inning.
For Bristol.
Bristol,
Number
Steve
21,
Warkowski, the
Stephen
designated hitter,
Warkowski.
comes up to the plate for the first time this afternoon. Well, Fox has a little bit more in the arsenal to be confident about as his team just got him another single run. They've scored 1 in the first, 1 in the second. There's a foul ball off the backstop, and luckily it does not jolt our GoPro camera, which is what you're watching. A sole GoPro camera with all this little technology we have here, if you can only see us, with a mixer, a laptop, bunch of headsets, and a GoPro camera. And we're right here bringing you this over the World Wide Web. Luke Fox on the mound, the 0-1. Another curveball. Misses down low, so it's 1-1 to Warkowski. Warkowski batting .237 on the year. 5 walks, struck out only 11 times on the entire season. There's another ball. 9 hits on the season. See if he's got any extra base hits. No extra base hits. You'd think he would. I'm sure he wants to get one here, big time. There's the ball outside, so it's 3-1 now to Warkowski.
Yeah, 3-1 here. You got to be ready to hit.
Yep, and the big guy. There's a ball in the dirt as Fox tried to put a little extra on it and walk the leadoff runner here in the bottom of 2.
Not what you want to do.
For Bristol, number 14.
Walk the leadoff batter.
Di
That's
Loretto.
twice now for Bristol. They've gotten the leadoff guy on.
Well, you can see down at third base, that's Coach Jerry LaPenta. Jerry Ben himself had a little minor league career, I believe, of his own. A really nice man who coaches this team for a while now. Used to coach the Junior Legion team and won the state title with them in his first year. Now he's with the seniors. Alex Di Loretto up now. Swings through that first pitch from Luke Fox. Here's the kick in the deal. There's another hard fastball and cut on and missed by Di Loretto as Fox just wants to blaze it by the 8 batter.
Yeah, now you just got to choke up and protect now if you're this
Snap
0-2
throw
count.
over to first. Sometimes I wonder about guys, about pitchers, the way they try to catch people off guard. He's got like a 2-step lead, if that, at first base. He's not really a threat to steal. There's cut on and missed, and Fox got himself his second strikeout of the game. So there's 1 out, brings up the catcher, Carson Sassu.
Batting for Bristol, number 1.
Sassu
Carson
will bunt.
Sassu.
Don't be surprised if he does. Try to get a runner in scoring. Even with 1 out, they sometimes do it, and he does, but he pops it up foul, out of play, right into the stands on the right side. Really nice facility here at Rotary Field in South Windsor. We're perched up above in the press box above the concession stand, and those smells of the concession stand hamburgers and hot dogs just waft their way up here. And there's the pitch, fouled off right side, so it's 0-2 to Sassu. 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors for West Hartford. 2 runs, I had him at 1, I think, but 2 runs on 2 hits and 2 errors for Bristol. I think West Hartford has no errors, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, that's correct. No, I had him, let me see. Yep, no errors in West Hartford. Fastball cut on and missed. That's the second strikeout in a row. Fox now is blazing that ball to the 8-9 hitters.
Batting for Bristol, number 2, Corey Fredette.
No, this is Plantamuro, number 3.
Plantamuro, the leadoff hitter. Yep, comes up to the plate now. He got a triple and a run his first time up. Curveball, what a pretty pitch that was by Fox as it spins its way to the plate for strike 1. Fox looking, kicks and deals. The runner goes. Ball gets away from the catcher, so.
Almost looked like Warkowski was trying to.
He was going on the pitch, though, I
Yeah.
think. Yeah, so, I mean, maybe they were sending him, but on the end, that's a pass ball. I don't know if they're going to give him a stolen base in a pass ball. Maybe it's just a stolen base. I don't know how they scored it. But either way, Warkowski's in scoring position now. Noah Plantamuro try to drive him in. Fox checking the runner at second now. Deals curveball. Misses barely. 2 balls, 1 strike now to Plantamuro. And here's the pitch. Cut on and missed by Plantamuro.
That was a nice fastball outside.
Yeah. Let's see if Fox with 2 strikes tries to put it by him again. Luke Fox checks in. Looks at the runner. Got a pretty big lead. Fastball. This one's fouled off right side. Again, you got to wonder sometimes. I know you want to keep him close so maybe he won't score on a base hit, but if that's the case, somebody got to be bird dogging him. You can't just give him that big lead at second base. Otherwise, concentrate on the hitter and get him out. Then you don't have to worry about the runner. Curveball that's lofted into left field. It's going to be 1 bounce to the left fielder. They're going to have to hold him at third. There's no way he would have made it home there.
Plantamuro 2 for 2 on the day.
Yep. 3rd hit of the day for Bristol. Now they got runners at first and third. It's Warkowski, lumbers in.
Batting for Bristol, number 2, Corey Fredette.
What?
Wow, our camera just moved.
The wind blew our camera. We're going to have to adjust it in a second. Wind blew it, I guess. Somehow somebody might have come into contact with the backstop, perhaps, and that caused it to jostle. You never know. But Corey Fredette up, first and third. The ball bounces away from the catcher, but good block now. Run-saving block by Liam Stone on that first pitch curveball.
If you're Plantamuro, though, you need to read that and be on second base.
Yep. You're tough on him, huh?
Come on, Riles. What do we teach our kids? You got to read that low curveball. You see it's low.
Yep, you take off. Get going. Well, the chances of the catcher getting it, fielding it, throwing you out are low. And if he does throw it down, the runner on third is going to take off, and here we go. Fox checks the runner at first, who's Fredette. Fredette, is he going? He goes. There he goes. There's the pitch, and it's a high fly ball to right center. That's hit deep. It's deep. It's flowing. It's over the head of the center fielder. Warkowski scores. Here comes Plantamuro. He scores from first base. And a stand-up double by Corey Fredette, and a 2 RBI double. All with 2 outs.
Seeing it didn't even matter. He scored from first.
Yep. And just like that, Bristol takes a 4-1 lead.
Batting for Bristol,
All
number
happening
10,
with 2 outs.
Mac Goulet.
Big 4 hits. Noah Plantamuro having himself a day, as is Corey Fredette. So far, and so does Mac Goulet. Goulet got an RBI single his first time up, and Luke Fox in trouble again. just giving up 2 more runs to make it 4-2. And here's the pitch from Fox. There's a high fly to left field, way back there, way back. It's off the fence, and a run scores, and now Goulet with another stand-up double, 2 in a row, scores Fredette, and the score now is 5-2. Fox just giving up 2 long doubles. That's probably the furthest hit ball we've seen today. And out comes the coach from West Hartford, Jim Hungerford, head coach, general manager.
While they do that, I'm going to go down there and fix that camera.
Yep, no problem. And so Hungerford now goes out there to talk to Fox. A little bit different in American Legion play is now they're delaying it so they can get a relief pitcher warming up down the right field line. That's number 10 down there for West Hartford. That looks, well, I don't have a number 10 on the roster, so let's see. Chris Maglio is running down there now to well, there goes our GoPro camera. No lightning disaster here, just a our GoPro turned into a no-pro camera automatically as it slipped off its bearings. So now we'll have Jim will try to fix it on the backstop.
For Bristol,
Nope, right in.
number 24, Ryan
Brings
Green.
up Ryan Green with the runner on second. And Green, sack bunted his first time up. Curveball. Get a little bit back the other way. Nope. Oh, it's just a little bit blocking it on the left side, Jim, on the bottom left. Here's the pitch from Fox. There's a ground ball up the middle. Shortstop gets it. That's Ranker over to Cotter. In the side is finally retired. So score that one a 6-3 if you like to do that. So 7 batters to the plate for Bristol here in the bottom of the second inning. They come up with 3 runs on a total of 3 hits. There were no errors, and there was 1 runner left on base for Bristol. We've now completed a total of 2 full innings. The score now is 5-2 in favor of Bristol. So we'll keep it right here while we keep trying to get the GoPro camera view, and it's all set. So we'll take a commercial break now. I'll be right back with more American Legion baseball action here on Sporting News CT.
I never realized how much the American Legion did in our community until I was overseas and my family needed help. The Legion was there, taking care of things I couldn't, and they asked nothing in return. I guess it's because they know what I'm going through. They've been here before, and when I looked into it, I discovered that there was a way for me to continue to serve my fellow veterans and my community through the American Legion. That's why I joined.
The American Legion, we're a powerful force for the nation. We're patriots through and through. We believe in our flag and all that it stands for. Our Constitution, our Pledge of Allegiance, our way of life are all fundamental to maintaining our freedom and the standing that we have as the greatest country on earth. We promote and defend these values every day in communities across the nation. Go to legion.org to find out more about the American Legion's commitment of service to America.
America, meet Greg Anderson. Served 2 tours in Afghanistan.
Oh, back here at Rotary Field in South
Batting for
Windsor,
West
Connecticut.
Hartford,
We got that
number
picture back up.
24,
Thanks, Jim. And
Ryan
doing
Ranker.
yeoman's work back here, being both the technical director here, technical workman, as well as the color commentator. Well, leading it off here for West Hartford is Ranker. Ranker lofts it into center field to Corey Fredette, and it's 1 pitch, 1 out here in the top of the 3rd inning. Well, Bristol, Jim, got those big doubles. Big double by
Batting
Corey
for West
Fredette,
Hartford, number
knocking in
3,
2 runs,
Will
and
Fox.
it all happened with 2 outs.
Yeah, Riles, you know, you get a walk, 2 Ks, and you think the inning's over, and then Bristol being able to put 3 hits together, a single and 2 doubles. Very impressive.
And there we have a little timeout action here as they finally seek to get their sunglasses out there as the sun's up ahead. And Corey Fredette, the center fielder, calls for his sunglasses. Will Fox steps up now. He grounds back to the pitcher his first time up and takes strike one from Balfour. There's a lefty on the mound down there for West Hartford. Second pitch from Balfour is a ball. Lefty warming up looks like Seth Ehrlich, number 1 on his back, if I'm not mistaken, down the right field line. He's only a junior next year at Hall High School. And he throws, there's the ball, so it's 2-1 now to Will Fox. You got to wonder, is he related to Jeff, right? There's a ground ball chopper towards Plantamura. Takes it on the long hop, throws it over to Green. So with 2 outs, that'll bring up Luke Fox. Pop to the pitcher his first time up. The West Hartford pitcher
West Hartford.
has been having his
6,
troubles today. He's
Luke
given up 5 hits,
Fox.
struck out 3, walked 2. He's given up so far all earned runs. There was no errors. So he's given up 5 earned runs and only 2 innings of work. And it's tough in this tournament because you got to have pitchers last innings if you plan on surviving. Balfour's first pitch to Luke Fox is a curveball that misses. There's a swing and a miss by Fox. Took a little off that one. Might have been a changeup. All wooden bats here in Connecticut American Legion play, although you are allowed to use a composite bat as long as it's BB Corps certified. Balfour. There's a ground ball up the middle, and that's going to be a tough one for Plantamura. He can't get it. And Luke Fox is aboard with a 2-out single. 4th hit of the day for West Hartford hitters. Nice piece of hitting there.
Next, number 15.
Fox took that breaking ball and just went up the middle with it. Brings up Timmy Cotter, a fly to left his first time up. Cotter, Kingswood Oxford product. He's a senior next year at Kingswood Oxford. Curveball misses away. Balfour doesn't strike out a lot. Doesn't walk a lot of people. Pretty much a control pitcher. Throws a strike on the inside part of the plate. That one was close. Dave Bindus calls it a strike. The home plate umpire here. Sean Brennan and Len Pettit are the other 2. There's a line drive towards the center fielder. Fredette comes back, chases it, and makes the one-hand grab. That'll do it here in the 3rd inning for West Hartford to come up empty again. Well, I shouldn't say again. For the first time today, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 runner left on base. We'll be right back with the bottom of the 3rd. First 0 put up on the board. Bristol leads it 5-2.
As we recognize the service of America's men and women in uniform, let's also honor the families who sacrifice so much every day. As the service member serves, so does the family. Do you really want to honor a veteran? Look for ways to support their families and thank them for their sacrifices. Go to legion.org/honor veterans to find out how you can help. The American Legion honors our newest generation of warriors and veterans. Please join us in supporting and recognizing their unique contributions and needs. Go to legion.org/honor veterans to find out more.
Today, more than ever before, women are on the front lines of America's defense. These brave women struggle and sacrifice to help keep our country secure. They deserve to be recognized for their service as guardians of freedom. Please support the American Legion's efforts to serve the growing number of women veterans. Go to legion.org/honor veterans to find out how you can help.
We're moving on to the bottom of the 3rd inning. And Bristol leading it here by the score of 5-2. We'll send up to the plate Josh Nolley, followed by Evan Bouchard and Steve Warkowski. Warkowski got it all started in that 2nd inning where he walked. And after 2 strikeouts, Plantamuro, Fredette, and Goulet all got hits, driving in 3 runs. 2 of them were doubles. Fredette to center field and Matt Goulet to left field, deep left field. Probably the longest ball hit so far in this super regional Northern Division. Still on the mound is Luke
Bristol,
Fox
number 20,
for West
Josh
Hartford.
Noelle.
Josh Noelle, the left-handed hitter, wearing those red, white, and blue stretch socks.
I think we like to call him the push-up king.
The push-up king, yeah. He was hit by a pitch in a game we saw earlier in the sectional tournament, and after he got hit by the pitch, he got down, dropped down, and started doing push-ups.
That was a sign to just let us know he was all right. Ooh, and he
Line
rips it.
shot, right base hit into right center. Noelle takes that first fastball. I'll tell you, these Bristol hitters are hitting that fastball of Fox.
They're very aggressive,
Yeah.
and that is the 3rd time that they have gotten the
Bristol,
leadoff batter on. So
number
all
9,
3 innings,
Evan
they have started with the leadoff
Bouchard.
guy on.
Yeah, I know. It's just such an advantage. Especially since he leads them off with that fastball, and they just tear into it. I think if I had to judge how many of these hits, these 6 hits that they got were on fastballs, they'd probably be all 6.
Yeah.
Except for one. I remember there was one of them that went through the middle. Well, let's see what Bouchard does. He struck out looking his first time up. Maybe he'll be dropping bunts down. Bristol likes to play small ball. He does squares the pitch, and it's in there for a strike, and Bouchard pulls the bat back. Not a bad pitch to bunt. Fastball on the outside part of the plate. Fox checks the runner at first. Now he kicks and deals. He squares again. This one's bunted right up to the first baseline. Catcher will have only 1 throw. Whoa!
He trips.
And he tripped over the bag, and that
He's
might have
holding
injured.
his ankle.
Uh-oh. A perfect sack bunt by Bouchard, but now he's injured down there at first base. I think he tripped over the bag or something.
Yeah, you hate to see that happen.
So that's a sack bunt, 2-3. No Hilly down at second, but they're still down. Now out comes Coach Jerry LaPenta. Walking down to check out his player, and they're looking to see if there's anybody. There's no trainers, I believe, that are here. That's Coach Rick Lemke down at first base. And I'll tell you, Bouchard must be hurt. He's on the ground, and, well, we'll go to a quick commercial break, Jim, and we'll be back with more American Legion.
I never realized how much the American Legion did in our community until I was overseas and my family needed help. The Legion was there, taking care of things I couldn't, and they asked nothing in return. I guess it's because they know what I'm going through. They've been here before, and when I looked into it, I discovered that there was a way for me to continue to serve my fellow veterans and my community through the American Legion. That's why I joined.
The American Legion, we're a powerful force for the nation. We're patriots through and through. We believe in our flag and all that it stands for. Our Constitution, our Pledge of Allegiance, our way of life are all fundamental to maintaining our freedom and the standing that we have as the greatest country on earth. We promote and defend these values every day in communities across the nation. Go to legion.org to find out more about the American Legion's commitment of service to America.
America, meet Greg Anderson, served 2 tours in Afghanistan, Bronze Star and Purple Heart recipient, and unemployed. The unemployment rate among transitioning service members is unacceptably high, much higher than the general population. Veterans are a proven commodity. They're mature, reliable, and hardworking, and they deserve a chance to get back to work after serving their country. Do you really want to honor a veteran? Hire one. Go to legion.org/honor veterans to find out how you can help.
I never realized how much the American Legion did in our community until I was overseas and my family needed help. The Legion was there, taking care of things I couldn't, and they asked nothing in return. I guess it's because they know what I'm going through. They've been here before, and when I looked into it, I discovered that there was a way for me to continue to serve my fellow veterans and my community through the American Legion. That's why I joined.
The American Legion, we're a powerful force for the nation. We're patriots through and through. We believe in our flag and all that it stands for. Our Constitution, our Pledge of Allegiance, our way of life are all fundamental to maintaining our freedom and the standing that we have as the greatest country on earth. We promote and defend these values every day in communities across the nation. Go to legion.org to find out more about the American Legion's commitment of service to America.
America, meet Greg Anderson, served 2 tours in Afghanistan, Bronze Star and Purple Heart recipient, and unemployed. The unemployment rate among transitioning service members is unacceptably high, much higher than the general population. Veterans are a proven commodity. They're mature, reliable, and hardworking, and they deserve a chance to get back to work after serving their country. Do you really want to honor a veteran? Hire one. Go to legion.org/honor veterans to find out how you can help.
I never realized how much the American Legion did in our community until I was overseas and my family needed help. The Legion was there, taking care of things I couldn't, and they asked nothing in return. I guess it's because they know what I'm going through. They've been here before. And when I looked into it, I discovered that there was a way for me to continue to serve my fellow veterans and my community through the American Legion. That's why I joined.
The American Legion, we're a powerful force for the nation. We're patriots through and through. We believe in our flag and all that it stands for. Our Constitution, our Pledge of Allegiance, our way of life are all fundamental to maintaining our freedom and the standing that we have as the greatest country on earth. We promote and defend these values every day in communities across the nation. Go to legion.org to find out more about the American Legion's commitment of service to America.
America, meet Greg Anderson, served 2 tours in Afghanistan, Bronze Star and Purple Heart recipient, and unemployed. The unemployment rate among transitioning service members is unacceptably high, much higher than the general population. Veterans are a proven commodity. They're mature, reliable, and hardworking, and they deserve a chance to get back to work after serving their country. Do you really want to honor a veteran? Hire one. Go to legion.org/honor veterans to find out how you can help.
Well, welcome back to Rotary Field, and they just assisted Evan Bouchard, and he assisted on how, the 2 men carried him standing up off the right side. Probably there's getting some medical attention to him, and it's unfortunate that
Yeah,
he looked like he
you
might have
hate to
rolled
see
in
that happen.
Yeah, especially in a big tournament game like this, and we'll see who comes in to play second base for him at the end of the inning, but. Right now there's a delay, and Luke, we're still on the mound. There's 2 out. Warkowski's up now with a runner on second base.
Yeah, that was a great sack bunt by Bouchard.
Yeah, he bunted it up the first baseline to catch it through it. Something happened where he got tangled somewhere on first base.
Yeah, he kind of stepped before the bag, it looked like. And
yeah, he might have either rolled his ankle or tripped over the bag or tripped over. It didn't look like he tripped over the fielder's leg. You know what I mean?
No.
Sometimes that happens.
No, it was definitely the bag.
The bag, yeah.
When I grew up playing at Casa Grande Field in Seymour, they actually have a safety bag.
Yeah, the 2 bags.
They have 2-bag system where the bag to the left is for the first baseman and the runner runs through the other bag just to make sure at that young level you don't have those kind of collisions and, know.
Okay, so number 8, and we'll get that one for, look like he said, Ruffino. Nicholas Ruffino will come in, so Nick Ruffino will come in for Evan Bouchard, and he'll play second base. Perhaps we'll check that out when we come back. But Nick Ruffino getting his chance to play today. Bristol Central product. He's a senior next year, and up now is Warkowski, walked with a runner on second and 1 out. Now we're back into play. Pitch, broken bat down to the third baseman, who checks the runner at third, throws in the dirt, but a nice scoop by the first baseman, Tim Cotter. Holds the runner at second and makes the play. Looked like that one cracked his favorite bat. And Wonder Boy will go back to the dugout. And what's the name of the other bat?
Bristol, number 14.
Wait a minute, what's the bat that they came in now?
That's
Roy Hobbs.
Bull Durham?
Yeah, no, it was the natural. Roy Hobbs cracked the bat. What was the bat that came into the game? The something special, right? Savoy special. And there's a ball up high, ball 1. because he taught the young manager how to make a bat. He made his own bat, and he cracked the winning home run with that bat. I think it was the Savoy Special. Well, Alec DiLoretto trying to do something special here. He struck out his first time up. Cut on and missed. And it's 1 ball, 1 strike now to DiLoretto. And if you might remember that Fox tried to blow it by the 8 and 9 batters. Was successful his last time around. See what he tries to do here. Yep. Fastball, swing and a miss. So it's 1-2. Fox checks the runner Noah at second base. And here's the pitch. Outside, they almost got him to go, but he didn't.
Yeah, if you're DiLoretto here, you just got to start it a little bit sooner. Do not want to be whiffing here.
Yep. And here's the 2-2 from Fox. Popped up in foul ground, chasing it to first baseman Cotter. He's on the gravel, comes back, and he makes the catch. Good play. They're fighting the sun up above is Tim Cotter, and that will end the threat from Bristol. So for Bristol here in the bottom of the 3rd inning, they come up empty, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 runner left on base. That's the 3rd of the game. So both teams put up zeros in the 3rd inning. We'll be back with more American Legion baseball action here on Sporting News CT after this.
The American Legion, we're a powerful force for the nation. We're patriots through and through. We believe in our flag and all that it stands for. Our Constitution, our Pledge of Allegiance, our way of life are all fundamental to maintaining our freedom and the standing that we have as the greatest country on earth. We promote and defend these values every day in communities across the nation. Go to legion.org to find out more about the American Legion's commitment of service to America.
The American Legion honors our newest generation of warriors and veterans. Please join us in supporting and recognizing their unique contributions and needs. Go to legion.org/honor veterans to find out more. Life in the military is one of service and sacrifice. And for some, that sacrifice is more than many of us can imagine. Please join with the American Legion in recognizing and supporting our wounded warriors and their families. Let's not allow them to be forgotten and left to fend for themselves. They deserve more. Sometimes just thank you isn't enough. Go to legion.org/honor veterans to find out how you can help.
Well, we're back here at Rotary Field, the song of I Am the Greatest on the public address system here by Kenny Rogers. About the young boy who throws the ball up 3 times and doesn't hit it. But he's still the greatest. Well, leading it off here for West Hartford in the tie for the 4th is going to be Max Main. He'll be followed by Liam Stone and Ryan Farley, the 7, 8, 9 batters for West Hartford.
Yeah, Riles, and I got the South Super Regional game between Naugatuck and Cheshire. It just started. It's in the 1st inning. Still 0-0. Our mentor, Don Boyle.
Yes.
For West Hartford, number 5, Max Main.
Max Main scored a run and got a single his first time up, stole a base. Comes up for West Hartford now. They trail it by the score of 5-2 here in the top of the 4th. And the first pitch is outside for a ball. Well, at the end of that song, which we didn't hear, Jim, is the boy throws the ball up in the air. He misses it again for the 3rd time. And then he says, I am the greatest pitcher of all time. And that's how it ends.
That's awesome.
Because he just struck himself out.
Well, Belfour missed that first curveball. Now he's falling behind 2-0.
Yep. And you don't want to have that first guy get on, especially by a freebie. Here's the 2-0 pitch from Balfour. Low. It's 3-0.
Yeah, and Maine was one of the runs to score in the 2nd inning. He had a single, a stolen base, and advanced on an error.
Yep. The 3-0. Ball 4. What you don't want to do when you got a 3-1
So Maine on twice today.
Yep, second walk of the game by Balfour. And up
Batting
comes
for West
Liam
Hartford,
Stone, who walked,
Number 22, Liam
stranded at
Stone.
third base back in the second inning. Well, West Hartford had a lone run in the first, a lone run in the second, and then did not score last inning. Bristol scored 2 in the first and 3 in the second. There's a strike for the left-handed hitting Liam Stone. Sassu, the catcher from Bristol, he's a good one. Looks into the dugout. The pitching coach for Bristol calls the game.
You know, I still can't believe this third baseman now still up after no sign of bunt.
You never know. He might bunt for a single. You don't know. Yeah, I know. He's way up. Now he starts to trickle back. Probably hears you. Spits and gets ready. Yeah. The game of baseball. It's a beauty. Here's the pitch. Popped up. Left side. Foul ground. A lot of ground. Jones. I'm sorry. Check that.
Ooh,
Goulet.
he had a chance but dropped it.
Goulet dropped it.
If he was playing a little farther back, that might have been an easier play.
Maybe. Yep, maybe. Yep.
Now with 2 strikes, you got to assume he's moving back.
Yeah, he's about a step or 2 behind third, and here's the 2-strike pitch from Balfour. Nope, decides to step off and throw to first. A lot of room in foul ground. We found that in the last game. If you miss that first baseman, that guy usually runs to third. There's a ground ball to second. A slow hit. The fielder concentrates and makes the play. That's Ruffino, right? Nick Ruffino came on.
Batting for West Hartford, number 14, Ryan Farley.
We got a spider.
You know, a spider on our papers.
Got him.
So the runner's now at second base. Stone goes down 4-3, brings up Farley. Singled his last time up down the left field line. Curveball out, that's in there for a strike on the outside part of the plate.
Yeah, Balfour just not afraid to throw that first pitch curve.
Certainly isn't. Throws another one. It's in there again. See if he comes back with it again. 0-2 now. Number 9 hitter Farley. Here's the pitch. Nope, fastball up. Trying to change his eye level. And see if he goes back down again. Sassu gives a huge lead at second base. I'm surprised they haven't. The runner goes. Ground ball to the third baseman. Almost hit the runner. Here's the throw to first. It's up the line. He doesn't make it. So that's going to be an E5, I would imagine. Third baseman didn't, he really had the right of way. He could have ran right up and just collided with that runner. It would have been interference on the runner, but throw that one an
Batting for
E5.
West Hartford,
Yeah, that was
number
something
8,
Coach Kello always got upset about.
Fitzsimmons.
Go up. That's your ball. You have just as much a right to go get that ball than the runner running past you.
Actually, more of a right.
More of a right.
Yep. So if he
They
hits
have
you,
to
he's
avoid
out.
you.
They have to avoid you. So you can just charge it. He waited for the runner, so then he threw it away. Now there's runners at first and third. Top of the order up now. Fitzsimmons been on base twice. That's Danny Fitzsimmons.
If that guy didn't get a good jump from second base, he had so much room. They didn't even check him.
I know. I was surprised they didn't pick him off.
Yeah. Now you see that leadoff walk really hurting them again.
Balfour comes set. Glove right around chin high. The runner takes off. Here's the throw. It's going to be all the way to the bag, and they got him. Wow. What a throw that time by Sassu, and the runner didn't break from third. Farley out stealing on a great throw by Carson Sassu. Right to the bag. So Fitzsimmons now, it's an 0-1 count. He took the first pitch strike. And here's the pitch. There's a bloop in the left field. That looks like it's going to drop in, and it does for a base hit. And West Hartford has scored a run and trailed now 5-3.
And the third base coach really upset there.
Right, because if you didn't have that runner out,
Batting for West Hartford,
Now you have a man on third
number
again.
28, Colby Jones.
so Colby Jones comes up right now. It's a 5-3 ball game. That's West Hartford's 5th hit.
Yeah, and West Hartford able to chip away here, getting
Yep.
one run.
Curveball, grounded foul on the third baseline. And the inning is not over yet as Jones, who grounded back to the pitcher, flied to left, jumps back in. And Balfour kicks and deals outside. I like that catcher, Sassu, trying to frame that. I mean, what's there to frame? The ball's like way up in the air, and he just still moves the glove back. Got a kick out of it. The runner goes on the kick, and there's a ground ball to short, deep short. He'll have only one play. Will he be able to make it at first? And there's a scoop, and what a great scoop. Ryan Green with a defensive play so far today for Bristol with that scoop. I tell you, that was a tough one, and the side is retired. Great play, both sides, Plantamuro and Green. But West Hartford pokes back with one run on one hit. There was an error, and they leave one runner on base, their 4th of the day. We'll be right back with the bottom of the 4th. The score, Bristol 5, West Hartford 3.
As we recognize the service of America's men and women in uniform, let's also honor the families who sacrifice so much every day. As the service member serves, so does the family. Do you really want to honor a veteran? Look for ways to support their families and thank them for their sacrifices. Go to legion.org/honor-veterans to find out how you can help. The American Legion honors our newest generation of warriors and veterans. Please join us in supporting and recognizing their unique contributions and needs. Go to legion.org/honor-veterans to find out more.
Today, more than ever before, women are on the front lines of America's defense. These brave women struggle and sacrifice to help keep our country secure. They deserve to be recognized for their service as guardians of freedom. Please support the American Legion's efforts to serve the growing number of women veterans. Go to legion.org/honor-veterans to find out how you can help.
As we recognize the service of America's men and women in uniform, let's also honor the families who sacrifice so much every day. As the service member serves, so does the family. Do you really want to honor a veteran? Look for ways to support their families and thank them for their sacrifices. Go to legion.org/honor-veterans to find out how you can help. The American Legion honors our newest generation of warriors and veterans. Please join us in supporting and recognizing their unique contributions and needs. Go to legion.org/honor-veterans to find out more.
Today, more than ever before, women are on the front lines of America's defense. These brave women struggle and sacrifice to help keep our country secure. They deserve to be recognized for their service as guardians of freedom. Please support the American Legion's efforts to serve the growing number of women veterans. Go to
All right, some
Number
changes
one,
going into the
Carson
bottom of the 4th for West
Sassu.
Hartford. On the mound now is Seth Ehrlich. And Luke Fox will shift over to first base. The first baseman, Tim Cotter, will shift into right field. As the first pitch now, the Carson Sassu is a strike from the lefty, Seth Ehrlich.
Yeah, Sassu's 0 for 1 on the day. He K'd his last time up.
So Ehrlich, though, will bat in Will Fox's spot. That's the number 4 batter. There's a diving stab by the third baseman. He throws on the ground, and he makes the play. What a great play. That's the defensive gem of the day by the third baseman, Colby Jones. He throws it from his backside on the ground all the way to first for the out, and he gets out the speedy Carson Sassu. Well, the book is
Batting for
closed
Bristol,
on Luke Fox.
Number 3,
Gave up
Noah.
6 hits, 5 runs, 3
Plantamura.
strikeouts, 2 walks. So a rough outing today for the former All-State player from Northwest Catholic. And now Seth Ehrlich will try to hold the fort down. He gets the first out. There's a strike to Plantamuro. 3 runs on 5 hits, 1 error, 4 left on base for West Hartford. 5, 6, 2, and 3 for Bristol. Ball's inside. So it's 1-1 now to Plantamuro, who's had a great day so far. He's 2 for 2. Scored 2 runs, singled, and tripled. As time is called and the catcher wants to talk to Ehrlich, probably to straighten out the signs.
How about the windup here for the pitcher, Riles? A little unorthodox. It almost looks like he's in the stretch.
Yeah.
And then he steps to the side and
I know.
it's like he's not even squared to the plate. I thought you had to be.
Well, that's on Federation rules. It's Major League rules, so it's probably why you can get away with it. There's a ball in the dirt. So the count is 2 balls and 1 strike now to the leadoff hitter for Bristol, Noah Plantamuro.
Yeah, Plantamuro 2 for 2 on the day with a triple and a single. 2 runs scored.
See Bristol. Their players are chirping in there. There's a ground ball and it's snagged by Ehrlich. Looked like he might have broke the bat on that too. Scored that one 1-3, and there's 2 up, 2 down here in the bottom of the 4th.
Batting for Bristol, number 2, Corey Fredette.
Well, during the regular season, West Hartford was 10-3 at home, 5-6 on the road. They got 97 runs, gave up 72, so give up quite a few runs. But there's a foul ball to the right side by Corey Fredette. Bristol was 18-6. They were 10-2 at home and 8-4, or 6-4 rather, on the road. 95 runs scored this year against 51 given up. A little bit better ratio for the Bristol side. Fredette is 0 for 0-1 on him. Now it's 1-1. Fredette's been on base twice as he doubled over the center fielder's head last time up, walked and scored a run in the first.
Yeah, if you're Ehrlich here, getting these first 2 guys out who have scored
Big.
4 of the 5 runs is huge, as they haven't had much trouble with the bottom of the order.
Yep. Curveball inside. So it's 2-1 now to Fredette. I know. The bottom of the order hasn't done anything except Warkowski walked, stole a base, and scored on Plantamura's hit. So, but you're right. The top of the order's done it all. Where West Hartford, they got 1 run out of the 7th spot and 1 on the top of the order. Their guy's 3 is 2 for 2 with a on base 3 times. So both leadoff batters doing their jobs here for both teams. It's now 3-1. That's ball 4 high. 2 out walk to Fredette. The Bristol bench still keeping up their enthusiasm. They know that a 5-3 lead can be erased in a moment. They want to get more runs.
Matt Goulet coming up. He's 2 for 2 with a double RBI and a single.
Yep. Single got an RBI as well, so he's got 2 RBIs on the day. Bristol doing very well hitting here today. You think their batting average is .265 on the season as a team. There's a strike. Goulet, 8 RBIs on the season so far. .290 batting average. Not bad with a wooden bat. There's a fastball in there.
You see Fredette there at first base almost hopping back to first with the left-handed Ehrlich on the mound, making it a lot more difficult to get a jump or a read on him.
Huge lead at first. Let's see if he tries to go on first move. His time is called now, asked for by Fredette, granted by home plate umpire Dave Bindus. No balls, 2 strikes now to Corey Fredette. Runner takes a step back from his lead now. Slide stepping pitcher. There's a high fly ball to the center field. Surrounding it is Ryan Farley, making the two-handed grab. And that'll do it here for Bristol in the bottom of the 4th. No runs, no hits, no errors. 1 runner left on base for Bristol. We've completed 4 full innings here from Rotary Field in South Windsor, Connecticut. The score, Bristol 5 and West Hartford 3.
As we recognize the service of America's men and women in uniform, let's also honor the families who sacrifice so much every day. As the service member serves, so does the family. Do you really want to honor a veteran? Look for ways to support their families and thank them for their sacrifices. Go to legion.org/honor-veterans to find out how you can help. The American Legion honors our newest generation of warriors and veterans. Please join us in supporting and recognizing their unique contributions and needs. Go to legion.org/honor-veterans to find out more.
Today, more than ever before, women are on the front lines of America's defense. These brave women struggle and sacrifice to help keep our country secure. They deserve to be recognized for their service as guardians of freedom. Please support the American Legion's efforts to serve the growing number of women veterans. Go to legion.org/honor-veterans to find out how you can help.
The American Legion honors our newest generation of warriors and veterans. Please join us in supporting and recognizing their unique contributions and needs. Go to legion.org/honor-veterans to find out more.
Well, West Hartford will send up Brian Ranker to the plate now. They're trailing by
Batting for
2
West
here in the
Hartford,
5th.
Number 24, Brian Ranker.
We have any score down there, Jim, at Seppa Field?
Check. Our boy Austin Verab
Yep.
playing for Naugatuck.
Ball 1 now to Brian Ranker. 0 for 2 on the day so far. Balfour deals low. 2-0. That defense now setting it again. It's Maculay at third. Noah Plantamuro at short. Nick Rufino coming on for the injured Evan Bouchard, playing second. Ryan Green at first. Alec DiLoretto in left. Corey Fredette in center field. Josh Noahley in right.
Looks like it's the 2nd inning. Still 0-0, but Cheshire does have a man on second base with 1 out.
Wow. Ranker takes a strike, so it's now 3-1 from Balfour. And he takes the second one. Looked like he was taken all the way. Ball just laid right in there. There's a line drive right at the shortstop. He takes it on 1 hop, and he throws to first base for the first out. Looked like the way that
Batting
ball
for
was
West
hit, he might get it on the line,
Hartford,
but then it
number
just sort of
1,
died
Seth
out and took it on a
Ehrlich.
short hop. Nice play by Plantamuro. Brings up Seth Ehrlich, the left-handed batter now, came on in relief of Will Fox. He went to the mound. Fox out of the game now. There's the strike. Curveball up high. Ehrlich's 1-1 now. Seth Ehrlich plays his baseball at Hall High School. He's only going to be a junior next year. He takes strike 2, 1-2. Hall High School product, 5'11", 133 pounds. There's a ball outside, so it's 2-2. Strike 3 called. Right down the middle. Ehrlich watches it goes by. Only the second K for Alex Balfour.
Batting for West Hartford,
And up
number
comes
6.
Luke Fox.
Luke Fox.
He's the starting pitcher for West Hartford, and he's shifted over to first base. Well, the winner of today's game will play tomorrow at 4 o'clock against Southington. The loser will play at 1 o'clock against Waterford, New London. A combination team. There's a foul ball in that curve. Fox chases it, pops it foul.
On his last at-bat, Fox hit that ball up the middle for a single,
Yep.
and then he popped to the pitcher. It's 1 for 2 on the day.
There's a line drive base hit through the middle. Another piece of hitting where he takes the curveball and waits and drives it through the middle. 6th hit of the day for West Hartford.
Batting for West Hartford, number 15, Tim Cotter.
Check that. Check these hits. See how many they have. 1. Yep, 6 hits for West Hartford. 6 hits for Bristol. There's a strike now. Tim Cotter is now playing right field. The tallest right fielder in this tournament so far. 6'4". Tallest outfielder in this field so far. There's a ground ball foul towards the Bristol dugout. Bristol at the third base dugout. And West Hartford in the first base dugout. Big ballpark here. Hard to hit it out of here. 335, I think, down the left field line. 340 to right field line. 400 feet straight center. There's the ball. Just missed.
Great waist
Yeah.
pitch, though. Stumbling.
Hey, it's the second game. 1-2. And there's he running. Popped up in foul ground. Fox had the base stolen if he didn't swing, but he had to anyway. It was 1-2, so we'll do it again. That ball lands on the roof, I think, of the batting facility here. Balfour looks into Sassu for the sign. Now he comes set. Fox with not a very big lead. Here's the fastball up. 22. Look for Fox now. He may be taken off on this pitch. And he does. Line shot to left field, base hit, but Fox is going to hold it second anyway.
It's a great piece of hitting there by Cotter.
Yeah. 7th hit of the game for West Hartford now. But Fox, even though he was running, the ball was hit to left field. It was hit so hard.
Batting for West Hartford,
Fox had no
number
chance to
5.
get the third.
Number 5, Max Main.
Max Main comes up to the plate now. Singled and walked, stole a base, scored a run.
Scored 2 runs, right?
Max Main, I got him as 1. He was stranded at third in the 4th. And here's the pitch. Curveball in there for a strike. Max Main, the left fielder from West Hartford. Runners on first and second. Now they turn and wheel to second, but nobody's there to cover. Luke Fox getting a very big lead. The fielder's giving him all that space. That is a big lead out there on second base. And here's the pitch. Curveball in there for strike 2. Max Main is in a big hole now. Here's the 0-2. Looks like blooper out. Right field base hit. Here comes, they hold up Luke Fox. They let the ball go through. It was a one-hopper to Noah Lee and right. 3 straight hits now.
Batting for West Hartford.
For West Hartford.
Number 22, Liam
Yeah, and the
Stone.
bats come alive with 2 outs. Let's see if Liam Stone coming up. He walked and grounded out to the second baseman. He's 0 for 2 on the day.
Yeah, they got to get something going here. This is a Great opportunity for them with the bases loaded to tie up the game. There's somebody throwing down the right field line. I think that's Werkowski. 21. Yep, that's Werkowski, normally their closer. There's ball one now to the left-handed hitting Stone.
And another curveball just too far inside on the lefty.
Don't want to hit him. Another curve in there for a strike. The bread and butter pitch.
Yeah, he's very confident.
Yeah, I think they have a lot of confidence in Sasu. As we talked about once before, they never back up the throws to the mound with a runner on third. The infielders don't do it. Here's the pitch. Misses. 2-1. 5-3 Bristol, but West Hartford threatening with the bases loaded and 2 outs here in the 5th. And here's the 2-1. Line shot right at the third baseman. He scorched that ball, did Leon Stone, but right at the third baseman, Mac Goulet, and what an opportunity wasted for West Hartford here in the 5th. Well, Stone did his job, but it just got unlucky as Mac Goulet was standing right there. No runs, 3 hits, no errors, 3 runners left on base in that inning. We'll be right back. At the bottom of the 5th, they're stretching here at Rotary Field in South Windsor, Connecticut. That would be, I guess, if you're a Bristol fan. And we'll be right back with more American Legion baseball action here on SportingNewsCT.com after these.
I never realized how much the American Legion did in our community until I was overseas and my family needed help. The Legion was there, taking care of things I couldn't, and they asked nothing in return. I guess it's because they know what I'm going through. They've been here before. And when I looked into it, I discovered that there was a way for me to continue to serve my fellow veterans and my community through the American Legion. That's why I joined.
The American Legion, we're a powerful force for the nation. We're patriots through and through. We believe in our flag and all that it stands for. Our Constitution, our Pledge of Allegiance, our way of life are all fundamental to maintaining our freedom and the standing that we have as the greatest country on earth. We promote and defend these values every day in communities across the nation. Go to legion.org to find out more about the American Legion's commitment of service to America.
America, meet Greg Anderson, served 2 tours in Afghanistan, Bronze Star and Purple Heart recipient, and unemployed. The unemployment rate among transitioning service members is unacceptably high, much higher than the general population. Veterans are a proven commodity. They're mature, reliable, and hardworking, and they deserve a chance to get back to work after serving their country. Do you really want to honor a veteran? Hire one. Go to legion.org/honor veterans to find out how you can help.
Well, Ryan Green will lead it off here in the bottom of the 5th inning for Bristol. They hold on to a 5-3 lead. Green on the day, sack bunted back in the 1st inning, grounded out to short. The All-State product from St. Paul. Bristol, one of the most storied posts in Connecticut. They're post number 2. They've won it a number of years. I think they've won the most times in American Legion baseball in Connecticut. They won the state title the most times. They've been to the Northeast Regionals a number of times. They play their baseball down at Muzzy Field. They've been there not only as a winner of Connecticut, but also as a host team. 2008, they went to the World Series without even winning their zone. 3-0 now to Green, without even qualifying for the state tournament. They actually won the Northeast Regional. 3-0. There's a strike. That automatic strike is our mentor Don Boyle always talks about. He thinks it ought to be automatic.
Gotta think Ryan Green's gonna be aggressive here.
Ball 4. Yep, but he doesn't give him a chance. Second walk issued by Ehrlich. And now Bristol has their leadoff runner on again.
Batting for Bristol,
1,
number
2,
20,
3,
Josh
4 out of the 5
Nolan.
innings they've had their leadoff runner on. Leadoff batter on.
Yeah, you know, when you're playing defense, that does not help you out.
Noah Lee's a great bunter, by the way. We've seen him get a lot of base hit singles. Left-hander, bunts it down that third baseline pretty well. So
Well, yeah, that comeback against East Hartford Manchester started with a ball back to the pitcher with Ryan Green and then a bunt by Nohilly.
Yep, absolutely. Green with about a 2.5, 3-step lead at first. And a slide stepping in, it hits him. Nohilly is actually happy about it. He's now down to first base.
No push-ups, though.
No push-ups this time, I know.
Batting for Bristol, number 8.
That's unusual.
Nick
He gets hit, no
Ruffino.
push-ups this time. I guess nobody reminded him, hey, what about the push-ups? Evan Bouchard, well, actually, Nick Ruffino comes up now. He came on for Bouchard, who got injured earlier in the game. And let's see if he bunts. Probably will show bunt. He looks like he's getting ready. Way inside. So they're putting a wheel, double wheel on both sides of the field. I tell you, the pitcher better remember that there's nobody covering second. I've seen that happen too. A bunt back to the mound and he throws it into center field. So they were running on both sides of the coin, which gives Green a chance to action. Now it's a pickoff play. That's what Northwest Catholics used to do. There's the bunt. They'll go to third and they get him, so it works. So the wheel on the left side worked and score that one a 5-3.
Or 5-6.
5-6 rather, sorry. 5-6. Green is erased.
Batting for Bristol,
Nohilly's at second
21,
now.
Stephen Warkowski.
And Ruffino's now at first. Steve Warkowski comes up with 1 out, so Ruffino didn't get the job done. Yeah, that was 5-6 that time. Yeah, the wheels on both sides. There is a way to combat that. Fake bunt slash will do it every time. You fake bunt, they wheel on both sides, you slash, you swing away, and there's no defense back there. Right? There's no shortstop, no second baseman. So you fake bunt slash. It's automatic in our rule book if the team shows it. It's an automatic fake bunt steal call. And there's the ball in the dirt, which I like to do. I don't like the bunt in that situation because then they got 3 fielders right there going to get you out. For years, we would see the Northwest Catholic team try to do a pick play at second when they did that wheel. Warkowski, the ball down low, so it's 3-0 to him. Well, Nohilly probably a little bit faster than Green anyway at second base, so they just substituted him. There's the strike.
That automatic strike.
Wow, that is a beautiful pitch to hit, though. I'm sure that Warkowski's licking his chops saying, gee, if only they gave me the green light.
Give me that pitch one more time, he's saying.
Yeah. Swing and a tip, so we're now full. And let's see if Bristol likes to run the runners. 3-2. 1 out. You risk a double play if he hits a line drive, I suppose, but strike him out, throw him out. And Ehrlich comes set, slide steps. There's a foul ball out of play that time.
Almost looked
just
like
waving
ball 4.
at it. That was ball 4, yeah. Warkowski just waved at it to protect. Can't blame him. Anywhere close, you got to go after it. Ehrlich looking in for the signs. Pitch, ball 4. Third walk issued by Ehrlich. Since the 4th inning, and that's going to bring a trip to the mound by the
They're going to have an
coach from
offensive
West
conference
Hartford,
here.
Yeah. Well, West Hartford's coach is coming out to the mound with time is called. Jim Hungerford, their general manager, assisted by Drew Hungerford, Dave Cadu, Amnon Ehrlich, and Jordan Muchin. Over on the Bristol side, general manager of Bristol's Paul LaFleur. He's assistant general manager Dave Greenleaf, who's also the official scorer of this game. Head coach is Jerry LaPenta. He's assisted today by Rick Lemke and Bill Mason. Bristol with a 5-3 lead. We're in the bottom of the fifth. They have the bases loaded now and only one out. But it's the bottom of the order as Alex DiLoretto. See if Bristol starts to think about a squeeze here. Even though it's a force at the plate, you get a good enough bunt.
Number 14,
You know,
Alec DiLoretto.
Alec DiLoretto struck out Pop the first. Third baseman playing up on the edge, as is Luke Fox, the first baseman. Third baseman Colby Jones. Ranker and Fitzsimmons in the middle at double play depth. And here's the first pitch. Ball down low.
It's
Alec DiLoretto.
Big spot here for West Hartford. You do not want to give this Bristol team any more runs.
Yep. Here's the pitch. High fly to right center. That one's hit deep enough, and it could be out there, and it's not going to be caught. One run will score. Here comes Noailly. Here comes Ruffino. Here's the throw to third. Will they get him? They do. They're saying he's safe. So Alex DiLoretto with a 2 RBI double. So let's see now. Noailly scored. Ruffino scored. And Warkowski is now safe at third, even though the throw beat him. So that was the first hit
Bristol,
given up by Ehrlich, but it's a big one.
Carson
Bristol
Sasu.
now takes a 7-3 lead.
And Sasu now up to bat. He's 0 for 2 on the day with a K and a ground ball to the third baseman.
Yep.
Ball outside.
Ball outside as the West Hartford infield is up on the edge now. The West Hartford has a pitcher throwing down in the bullpen. That's Matt Beazaglu. Big lead on on second base. Base hit will score 2. There's a ball in the dirt. So Stone saved the run. It's now 2-0 to the number 9 hitter, Sasu. We only got one out here in the fifth.
Looks like he's in a bunt.
He is.
He fakes it.
Fakes it, takes a strike, so it's 2-1. It's a high fly to deep left field, down the corner. That's going to be extra bases. And coming in the trot. And here's the second run right behind him, and a stand-up 2 RBI double by Carson Sasu. What a blast by Sasu, scoring Warkowski and DiLoretto. So now the score is 9-3.
Yeah, he really got a hold of that one. It didn't look like he was fooled at all. He knew that fastball was coming, and he just jacked that one down the left field line. Left fielder had no shot at catching
Bristol,
that one.
Yeah.
Number 3.
And
Noah
as soon as they think that as soon as Beazaglu is ready, they're going to bring him in.
Yeah, and
Still only one out.
2 for 3 on the day. Triple, a single, and ball hit back to the first or to the pitcher.
Yep. Just foul ball out of play. Beazaglu was warming up down there, and they got him warming up again. It's getting towards that point where you got to say to yourself, well, you want to win the war, not the battle, so to speak. So they got to start thinking strategy here about pitch counts. If you're West Hartford, same thing on the flip side. There's a base hit through the middle. And that one's fielded. They're going to hold the runner up at third. So now you got Sasu at third, Plantamuro at first. It's only the third hit off Ehrlich, but that's this very inning they got 3 hits.
Batting for Bristol, number 2, Corey.
So their
Fredette.
hits now are 8.
It's going to be the second conference, so they're going to have to take him out here, right, Rouse?
In the same inning, yeah. If you take the same coach going to the mound twice in the same inning in their major league rules, and you have to take him out. So that's going to be all for Seth Ehrlich, and we'll let you know who the new pitcher is on the flip side.
The American Legion, we're a powerful force for the nation. We're patriots through and through. We believe in our flag and all that it stands for. Our Constitution, our Pledge of Allegiance, our way of life are all fundamental to maintaining our freedom and the standing that we have as the greatest country on earth. We promote and defend these values every day in communities across the nation. Go to Legion.org to find out more about the American Legion's commitment of service to America.
The American Legion honors our newest generation of warriors and veterans. Please join us in supporting and recognizing their unique contributions and needs. Go to legion.org/honor veterans to find out more. Life in the military is one of service and sacrifice. And for some, that sacrifice is more than many of us can imagine. Please join with the American Legion in recognizing and supporting our wounded warriors and their families. Let's not allow them to be forgotten and left to fend for themselves. They deserve more. Sometimes just thank you isn't enough. Go to legion.org/honor veterans to find out how you can help.
The American Legion, we're a powerful force for the nation. We're patriots through and through. We believe in our flag and all that it stands for. Our Constitution, our Pledge of Allegiance, our way of life are all fundamental to maintaining our freedom and the standing that we have as the greatest country on earth. We promote and defend these values every day in communities across the nation. Go to Legion.org to find out more about the American Legion's commitment of service to America.
The American Legion honors our newest generation of warriors and veterans. Please join us in supporting and recognizing their unique contributions and needs. Go to legion.org/honor veterans to find out more. Life in the military is one of service and sacrifice. And for some, that sacrifice is more than many of us can imagine. Please join with the American Legion in recognizing and supporting our wounded warriors and their families. Let's not allow them to be forgotten and left to fend for themselves. They deserve more. Sometimes just thank you isn't enough. Go to legion.org/honor veterans to find out how you can help.
The American Legion, we're a powerful force for the nation. We're patriots through and through. We believe in our flag and all that it stands for. Our Constitution, our Pledge of Allegiance, our way of life are all fundamental to maintaining our freedom and the standing that we have as the greatest country on earth. We promote and defend these values every day in communities across the nation. Go to Legion.org to find out more about the American Legion's commitment of service to America.
The American Legion honors our newest generation of warriors and veterans. Please join us in supporting and recognizing their unique contributions and needs. Go to legion.org/honor veterans to find out more.
All right, so actually the new pitcher on the mound for West Hartford is Danny Fitzsimmons. And they played a little musical chairs as Will Fox has re-entered the game for Ehrlich, and he's gone back out to his original position in right field. Luke Fox now moves over to second base, and the original first baseman, Timmy Cotter, is now back into first base
I think
again.
Plantamuro might be going here. A lot of speed. 1 out.
Yep. See if they test them early. Big kick by Fitzsimmons. Ball's low. Score is 9-3 in favor of Bristol. They put up a big crooked number on the board so far as 4. Dan Fitzsimmons trying to stop the onslaught here. And there's a line shot to left field, and it will bounce in front of the left fielder for a base hit. And the runner on third base, Sassoon, wisely held just in case he caught it, but he scores. So Plantamuro, or that's Fredette rather,
Next up for
an
Bristol,
RBI single.
number 10, Mac Goulet.
So as Tom Cruise said in A Few Good Men, the hits just keep on coming.
Yep.
And Bristol just keeps pounding the ball left and right. Now they're up by the score of 10-2.
10-3.
10-3 rather, sorry. Check that. So now I think really if you're West Hartford, you have to start thinking about saving the arms. I mean, it's not an insurmountable league, but it's still a lot. Same with Bristol. You know, you got to think about saving some arms here too and pitch counts. I mean, Balfour maybe already passed the limit that they have to worry about, but maybe passed it too much.
Let him get his 105,
Yeah.
but then after that, you keep them under 30 or 25.
But Warkowski's got to be under 30 to pitch tomorrow. So Wachowski can pitch all the way up to 30 pitches. He's normally their closer. Because American Legion rules, you can throw 30 pitches, still pitch the next day, whereas high school, you can only throw 25. American Legion, you have a maximum of 105. In high school, it's 110. Well, Fitzsimmons now will face Matt Goulet, who's 2 for 3, a double, 2 RBIs and a single. There's a ball that goes to the backstop. So a wild pitch. And now the runners move up to second. And on top of it, there's only 1 out. So now they got a lot of ways to score here. Here's the runners out there are really charged to, at least one of them anyway, still charged to Ehrlich. So, see what happens now. It's the 9th hitter to come to the plate in this inning. Matt Goulet takes that first pitch. It's now 1-1. And here's the pitch. The high pop up in the shallow center field. Coming on is Farley. But the shortstop then reaches out and gets it. Luckily there, a little bit of confusion about who's going to call it. If you're the center fielder, you want that ball.
You know my opinion on that one, Rob.
Yeah, I know. Anything on the grass is mine from an outfielder. Well, there's Ryan Green, who let it all off with a walk.
Batting
Got
for
stranded
Bristol,
out,
number
got
24,
erased on a fielder's choice.
Ryan Green.
So this is the 10th batter to the plate in this inning.
Green still without a hit, though. You know he's due. He's looking for something here.
He takes the first pitch up and in.
Green sack bunt on the day, grounded out to the shortstop, and was walked.
There's a way outside pitch, so it's 2-0. 3 runs on 8 hits, 1 error, and 7 left on base for West Hartford. 10, 10, and 2. 4 left on base for Bristol. They lead a commanding lead of 10-3. And there's a strike. The wheels just came off in this inning. They started the inning with Ehrlich, Seth Ehrlich. Got men on base and started getting two big doubles. So, you know, Jim, earlier today we were talking about how the bottom of the order has done nothing so far for Bristol, and the bottom was doing something for West Hartford. Now look what they came up with, the bottom of this order. Yep. DiLoretto and Carson Sassu, 4 RBIs, 2 doubles, 2 runs scored. The 8 and 9 spot. There's strike 3, but the ball goes to the backstop. A run will score. And they're now up 11-3 on a strikeout. So Green K's, and I guess you got to call that an E2. You have to give an error to somebody.
Yeah, a wild pitch and then a pass ball. Really hurting West Hartford.
Actually, an error, I think, on that. If in fact somebody
Bristol,
scores.
Number 20.
You know,
Josh Nolan.
I don't know.
Yeah.
You can't call it. I don't know. I call it an error. You know, it scores the runner. So now that means that Plantamuro scored. Fredette's at third. And who's at first now? Ryan Green. But imagine somebody has to get an error when the run scores and it's a pitch that's a strike 3 called. I mean, how are you going to say nobody's got an error? The run scores. Yeah, right. Yeah, it's interesting. I got to talk to Dave Greenleaf about that then. The official score downstairs. Mm-hmm. Usually when we have printers and everything at one of the other fields, we have a printer, and he gives us the print at the end of the game so we can look at everything. But I don't think he has a printer downstairs. He has all the game stats. We can look on Game Changer, presumably. I don't think it's Game Changer to use, but something similar on the American Legion Baseball website. 2 balls and 1 strike now to Josh Noailly. Hit by a pitch, sac fly, hit by a pitch. So he's actually been on base twice. 1 RBI. Well, he had 1 RBI and a sac fly, and was hit by a pitch and singled. So now he's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Runners at first and third. Nobody's breaking yet, so they haven't decided to run Green. And here's the pitch. Low. Danny Fitzsimmons goes to Central Connecticut State University. Graduated from West Hartford in 2018. I mean, he lives in West Hartford. I don't know where he went to school. Maybe it was Northwest Catholic. Don't know. Runner goes now. There's a swing and a tip back to the backstop. Our camera survives, so Green will go back to first. On third base, Fredette. Taking that helmet on and off just to get some coolness now as the home plate umpire walks out to give the pitcher a new ball. Must be saying something to him on his way out, right? Why would you do that? Why wouldn't you just give the ball to the catcher?
I think that was fouled off and it hit the catcher. I think he's giving the
catcher
a little.
Giving him the break. Yeah. Okay. All right. Giving him the break there. Right? Yep. That's normally what you do.
Yeah, because, when that ball hits the umpire, that catcher always walks the ball out to the pitcher.
Yeah. Runner goes again. It's a foul ball left side, so we'll do it again. On his 3-2 count, 2 outs. Give Green a workout. Right? 11-3 in favor of Bristol. So I don't know if there's a mercy rule in this. It's 10 runs. I'm not sure if there's a mercy rule in the regionals. And there's the pitch. It's a ground ball towards second base. Fielded by Fox. He bobbles it. Throws to first, not in time, and a run scores. So it's now 12-3 as Fredette scores. And that was Nohely, right? So he gets on an E4. Third error of the game for West Hartford. And
batting for Bristol, number 8.
12-3 now. So it's really unraveling for them. What is this now for the game now? This is for the inning. 1, 2, 9. It's the 11th runner. It's the 12th batter. 12th batter to the plate in this inning. Ruffino's now up, takes a strike. Ruffino got a fielder's choice on a bunt 5-6 earlier in this inning. Still 2 outs. And here's the pitch in the dirt. It's 1-1.
Nice block there by the catcher.
And here's the 1-1 pitch, way up high.
Yeah, Ruffino's last at bat, that was that weird bunt at the beginning where they double wheeled and forced out Green at third.
Yep.
Let's see if he
there's 2 outs here though.
Keep this rally going.
And there's a chop foul, so it's 2-2. Yep. So far, there's 12 batters to the plate in this 1 inning in the 5th here for Bristol. It's just been a horrible inning for if you're a West Hartford fan or player.
Yeah, you were hanging
coach.
in right there, 5-3, and just started to unravel.
Yep. And he went after it, so a strikeout, and the inning mercifully ends. For Bristol here in the 5th inning, they score a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 runs. Right, and a total of 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. 7 runs on 4 hits. There were 2 errors. 1 runner left on base for Bristol. So the score at the end of 5 full is 12-3 in favor of Bristol over West Hartford. We'll be back with more American Legion baseball action here at SportingNewsCT.com after this.
As we recognize the service of America's men and women in uniform, let's also honor the families who sacrifice so much every day. As the service member serves, so does the family. Do you really want to honor a veteran? Look for ways to support their families and thank them for their sacrifices. Go to legion.org/honor veterans to find out how you can help. The American Legion honors our newest generation of warriors and veterans. Please join us in supporting and recognizing their unique contributions and needs. Go to legion.org/honor veterans to find out more.
Today, more than ever before, women are on the front lines of America's defense. These brave women struggle and sacrifice to help keep our country secure. They deserve to be recognized for their service as guardians of freedom. Please support the American Legion's efforts to serve the growing number of women veterans. Go to legion.org/honor veterans to find out how you can help.
As we recognize the service of America's men and women in uniform.
All right, back here at South Windsor's Rotary Park in Bristol with a commanding 12-3 lead, and it's now moving on to the top of the sixth inning where Bristol sent 12 men to the plate, scored 7 runs on 4 hits, 2 errors, a couple of doubles. Stack up a hit by a pitch
Batting
and
for
a
West
walk,
Hartford,
2 walks,
number
and
14,
what you get, and it's
Ryan
12-3.
Farley.
So Ryan Farley starts it off, the number 9 hitter for West Hartford. He's 1 for 2 on the day. Single to left, got an RBI back in the second inning, which seems like yesterday, and then got on an error in the 4th inning. He fouls the first pitch off, so another pitcher warming up now for West Hartford. That's what, number 24. And see who that is. 24 is Brian Ranker. And there's a ball low, so it's 1-1. Alex Balfour is still on the mound for Bristol, so they must have already determined that his pitch count is such that they might as well let him just keep pitching.
Yeah, it looks like Warkowski will step out to the bullpen for Bristol.
Maybe he'll throw that. He won't be a save situation, but he's normally the closer. There's cut on and missed, and strike 2 now to Farley.
Yeah, and Balfour just keeps mowing down batters here, and it's been an impressive outing for him.
It has, even though he's scattered 8 hits. I mean, he gives up. Like when nobody on, he'll give up 3 hits in a row. But there's a strikeout. That's only his 3rd strikeout of the game. It's like he gives up hits, but it's just he pitches better when there's men on base.
Yeah. Number 8, Dan.
He's just been working that curveball. And these West Hartford batters just need to take that ball the other way. You're not going to be able to pull that curveball.
Yeah, I know. Well, when you're down this many runs, it starts to get frustrating, and this is the time when you start putting in subs. Balfour's first pitch is ripped right over the shortstop's head, and Luke Fox gets him a 3rd single of the day. 9th hit of the game for West Hartford. So think about it.
Next
Bristol has 10 hits, West Hartford 9.
Number 28,
but the game is 12-3 in favor of Bristol.
Yeah.
Actually, that might have been Will Fox. Let me see. Was that Will Fox? No, that was Luke Fox, yeah. Or maybe I'm wrong. Nope, I'm sorry. That wasn't him at all. I had a mixed bag. That was Fitzsimmons.
Fitzsimmons, lead off.
Yep. Fitzsimmons got 3 hits on the day so far.
Kobe Jones up to the plate, number 28.
Yep.
He's 0 for 3.
Yep. It's a ground ball to short. This could be 2. It's a 2-hopper. Short to Ruffino. Back to first, and they get it done.
Wow.
6-4-3 double play, and Ruffino does the job in a substitute rollover at second base.
Yeah,
3 up, 3 down.
After that long inning, now they're going back out.
Yep. Bottom of the 6th inning, they return out within, 5 minutes?
Yep.
It's a tough one today for West Hartford. We'll be back at the bottom of the 6th inning. Bristol with a commanding 12-3 lead over West Hartford.
I never realized how much the American Legion did in our community until I was overseas and my family needed help. The Legion was there, taking care of things I couldn't, and they asked nothing in return. I guess it's because they know what I'm going through. They've been here before. And when I looked into it, I discovered that there was a way for me to continue to serve my fellow veterans and my community through the American Legion. That's why I joined.
The American Legion, we're a powerful force for the nation. We're patriots through and through. We believe in our flag and all that it stands for. Our Constitution, our Pledge of Allegiance, our way of life are all fundamental to maintaining our freedom and the standing that we have as the greatest country on earth. We promote and defend these values every day in communities across the nation. Go to legion.org to find out more about the American Legion's commitment of service to America.
America, meet Greg Anderson, served 2 tours in Afghanistan, Bronze Star and Purple Heart recipient, and unemployed. The unemployment rate among transitioning service members is unacceptably high, much higher than the general population. Veterans are a proven commodity. They're mature, reliable, and hardworking, and they deserve a chance to get back to work after serving their country. Do you really want to honor a veteran? Hire one. Go to legion.org/honor veterans to find out how you can help.
I never realized how much the American Legion did in our community until I was overseas and my family needed help. The Legion was there, taking care of things I couldn't, and they asked nothing in return. I guess it's because they know what I'm going through. They've been here before, and when I looked into it, I discovered that there was a way for me to continue to serve my fellow veterans and my community through the American Legion. That's why I joined.
Well, we're in the bottom of the 6th here at beautiful Rotary Field in South Windsor, Connecticut. The rain had stayed away, and I'm sure West Hartford wishes that it had come through
Number 21,
to put a damper on this, but it
Warkowski.
hasn't. It's been all Bristol today. They scored 2 in the first, 3 in the second, and 7 in the 5th inning. And now they're batting in the bottom of the 6th inning with a 12-3 lead, and Steve Warkowski is going to lead it off here, the designated hitter. On the mound now for Bristol, their 4th pitcher of the day. This is Danny Fitzsimmons. This is Brian Ranker, rather. He simply flip-flopped with Fitzsimmons. So now West Hartford has Danny Fitzsimmons at second base and Brian Ranker, the shortstop, now on the mound. It's 0-2 now to Steve Warkowski. Warkowski scored twice, all on walks, grounded to third. His on-base percentage will go up. A lot of batting averages going up here today for Bristol. There's a ground ball to third. It's going to be a tough one. Backhanded by Jones. Long throw to first. He makes it. Nice play by Colby Jones. See, it's kind of a strange game, Jim. I mean, there's times when West Hartford really makes great plays. Then there's times where they boot routine ones.
Yeah, you know.
Steady Eddie wins every time.
Yeah.
That was a great play there by the third baseman.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, if you look at the top of the order for Bristol, they got 6 runs in their leadoff and number 2 guy, right? Then they got 2 by Warkowski in the bottom of the order with 4 RBIs and 2 doubles. I mean, what a team. If you look at this game, it's like a collective effort today by this Bristol team so far. As it's 1-0 now to Alec DiLoretto.
And you really start to think, does this Bristol team have the firepower to take on Southington tomorrow?
Yep. That'll be the big matchup at 4 o'clock tomorrow. And the winner is in the driver's seat because whoever wins that 4 o'clock game just sit back, and they got to be defeated twice in a row to not win this regional. And if you win a super regional, as we talked about before, you're automatically in the Northeast Regional Tournament in Shrewsbury, Massachusetts at the College of the Holy Cross. Because the 2 teams are going. It's a high fly to left center. Coming around, it's Max Main, and he makes the catch. So if you win this regional, you go to the Northeast Regional at the College of the Holy Cross, because Connecticut gets 2 teams in it.
Batting for Bristol.
The winner and the
Number
runner-up.
Carson Sassoon.
Yeah, and it'll be interesting to see who comes out of that northern division, or southern division.
Get a southern one. Yep. Carson Sassoon got a big 2 RBI double back in the 5th. Takes ball 1 outside.
Let's see if we can get a score from Don Boyle down there at Cheshire, Naugatuck.
Bristol seems to have a lot of guys on the bench. I would have thought I would have seen one of them up to the plate now batting, right? Maybe that's one. Number 1 now. Nope. Sassoon gets it. And the side is retired as that's a 3 unassisted here in the bottom of the 6th inning. We're full.
Go ahead, Rouse.
6 full innings here at Rotary Field. And I'll tell you, West Hartford has their work cut out for them. They got to score 9 if they want to keep to tie this game or to get to that winner's bracket. They're going to have to score 9 runs to do that here. It's a tough one. We'll be back right after this.
As we recognize the service of America's men and women in uniform, let's also honor the families who sacrifice so much every day. As the service member serves, so does the family. Do you really want to honor a veteran? look for ways to support their families, and thank them for their sacrifices. Go to legion.org/honor veterans to find out how you can help. The American Legion honors our newest generation of warriors and veterans. Please join us in supporting and recognizing their unique contributions and needs. Go to legion.org/honor veterans to find out more.
Today, more than ever before, women are on the front lines of America's defense. These brave women struggle and sacrifice to help keep our country secure. They deserve to be recognized for their service as guardians of freedom. Please support the American Legion's efforts to serve the growing number of women veterans. Go to legion.org/honor veterans to find out how you can help.
As we recognize the
Back here for the top of the seventh. The tying run's way down in the lineup, and I think that if West Hartford's going to send up a few pinch hitters now. Due to bat is Brian Ranker, the shortstop. And it looks like they're going to send up Ranker, but starting to swing some bats, or some other players swinging some bats in the on-deck area. So Ranker will step in. Ranker's 0 for 3 on the day. Ground to short, fly to center, and struck out. It's a 12 to 3.
Hartford, number 24,
And
Brian Ranker.
Balfour will continue to pitch. They won't even bother with Warkowski.
And we had an update here from Naugatuck, Cheshire. It's still 0-0 in the 6th inning.
Wow.
Down in our
That is
southern
a battle.
super regional game.
And what inning are they in?
6.
See how they caught up to us because of the number of runs here?
Yeah.
So there's a curve. There was a 45-minute lightning delay down there at Seppa Field in Meriden.
That was in the first game.
Yeah, so it got their second game got started. There's a ball down low, so it's 1-1. Now, if you're Bristol, you just want 3 outs and get out of here. You don't want these long innings that just drags. It makes Balfour pitch 105. There's the pitch. It's in there for strike 2. Ranker doesn't like it. There's a foul ball, right back to the backstop.
Shook our GoPro camera just the littlest bit.
Well, it's been a long day here from Bristol. I mean, not Bristol. Oof, that tells you something, right? South Windsor. Bristol's on the field. We'd be in air conditioning if we were in Bristol. Curveball just misses, so it's 3-2. Right. Seems like yesterday that Southington defeated Waterford here by the score of 4-1. There's a high fly to center field. Corey Fredette will get under it, and he'll make the catch.
Looks like we have a pinch hitter here, number 10.
Nice to see. Pinch. Let's see. All right, they don't have it on
What is it?
my roster. It says Chris Maglio.
Chris Maglio.
Batting for West Hartford, number 10, Chris Maglio.
And left-handed batter. Nice to see him. Don't see him on the original roster that I had on the website anyway. Maybe he's a dual roster player, you know, Junior Legion plus Senior Legion. Way inside for a ball. He wants to get his chance to bat here. He's batting for Will Fox. There's a strike. Swing and a tip back to the backstop. So it's 1-2 now to Maglio. Maglio getting his chance here to play. It's nice to see.
Yeah, you always like to see young players get an opportunity to get an at-bat.
Oh,
in a
yeah.
big game like
In
this.
a big game, yep. Cut on and miss, strike 3.
Yeah, and Luke Fox will step up to the plate. He's 2 for 3 on the day.
Yep.
2 singles and a pop-up to the
Well,
first baseman.
And that's going to be all for Balfour. I think he's run out his pitch count. He's able to pitch, and now it looks like Warkowski's coming on to warm up. We'll be right back after these messages.
I never realized how much the American Legion did in our community until I was overseas and my family needed help. The Legion was there, taking care of things I couldn't, and they asked nothing in return. I guess it's because they know what I'm going through. They've been here before. And when I looked into it, I discovered that there was a way for me to continue to serve my fellow veterans and my community through the American Legion. That's why I joined.
The American Legion, we're a powerful force for the nation. We're patriots through and through. We believe in our flag and all that it stands for. Our Constitution, our Pledge of Allegiance, our way of life are all fundamental to maintaining our freedom and the standing that we have as the greatest country on earth. We promote and defend these values every day in communities across the nation. Go to legion.org to find out more about the American Legion's commitment of service to America.
America, meet Greg Anderson, served 2 tours in Afghanistan, Bronze Star and Purple Heart recipient, and unemployed. The unemployment rate among transitioning service members is unacceptably high, much higher than the general population. Veterans are a proven commodity. They're mature,
Steve Warkowski on the mound now because Balfour ran out of his pitch count. 105 limit, but you can finish the batter. Luke Fox comes up now. Not a safe situation, obviously, for Warkowski, rather, to be more accurate. First pitch is ball 1 for Luke Fox. So West Hartford down to their last out. And unless they have just not a minor miracle, but a major miracle, down by 9 runs. There's a foul ball into the screen. It rattles our GoPro image. Still surviving.
Yep.
Been there all day. Well, to recap this game a bit, Jim, so it's West Hartford's got 1 in the first, 1 in the second, 1 in the fourth, 3 runs, 9 hits. They committed 3 errors. They left 7 on base so far. For Bristol, 2 in the first, 3 in the second, 7 in the fifth. There are 12 runs on 10 hits, 2 errors, and 5 left on base. Well, here's the difference, right? Both teams are close in hits, 10-9, but the scoreboard is the exact opposite.
Yeah, you know, Riles, looking at my score sheet here, that 5th inning, we had a couple wild pitches. We had an error by the catcher, an error by the second baseman, a couple plays that didn't go their way, and, you know, that just changed the whole ball game for you.
Well, that's the difference that pitching can make. I mean, you know, there's a foul ball back to the screen. As Ehrlich did not have a good outing.
Yeah.
But neither, for the most part, did Luke Fox. Uncharacteristic by him to give up 6 hits, 3 strikeouts, 2 walks, and give up 5 runs, and really gave up 5 runs in the first 2 innings. Yep. All of them earned. So not characteristic of him.
Yeah, and Bristol really just being aggressive at the plate.
Swing and a miss, strike 3, and the game is mercifully ended here in the top of the 7th inning as Luke Fox ends. Well, for West Hartford, again, we just recapped it. So Bristol wins it by the score of 12-3. The winning pitcher today is Alex Balfour. He scattered 9 hits, but he struck out 4. Walked 2. Warkowski struck out 1 in the end. So a really dominating effort here this afternoon by Bristol, Jim.
Yeah, Riles, you know, I'm really looking forward to seeing who comes out of this Northern Regional, Super Regional matchup. You know, you're going to have Southington tomorrow, who came out and played a great game this afternoon, and Bristol here with a lot of firepower, scoring 12 runs, and that'll be interesting to see who comes out. The losing team here, West Hartford, will play
tomorrow at 1. They play Waterford.
And you know, that'll be a good game too, and good luck to both teams.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it just seemed like these teams knew each other. Like they both play in the same zone. I think that Bristol had won a number of times. The last time that we saw Balfour pitch against West Hartford, he actually gave up no runs. So he actually gave up 3 here today, scattering 9 hits. And in his last outing against them, I think he did even better than that. He gave about the same number. He gave up 5 hits or so, but today he gave up 9. And still limited them to only 3 down.
You know, one of the big things I circled was in the 4th inning when West Hartford had their 3rd run. There was a great throw by Carson Sassu that threw out the guy at second. It really took them out of that inning, deflated it, and after that they didn't produce anything offensively.
Yeah, it just seemed like they couldn't recover after that. Now you can see them down the right field line talking it over as well as the Bristol guys talking it over on the mound as to what they can expect for tomorrow. And If you're West Hartford, you got to go back to the drawing board, play far better baseball than you played here today. If you're Bristol, you know, you just got to tweak a few things here and there. But unfortunately, they're going to lose their second baseman maybe tomorrow, Evan Bouchard. But Nick Ruffino came on and did a great job today for them at second base.
No, he really did.
They didn't seem to miss much of a beat after he came in, and hopefully Evan Bouchard can recover. Hopefully his injury is not very serious.
You never want to see a player go down like that.
Yeah, well, that'll do it here from South Windsor's Rotary Park. I mean, the winning pitcher today is Alex Balfour. The loser would be Luke Fox. And we'll be back here tomorrow at 1 o'clock for the game between West Hartford and Waterford. And then the winner's bracket game at 4 o'clock between Bristol and Southington. We should have two great games tomorrow here on Sporting News CT. Well, you still have a game going on Sporting News. Sporting News is my understanding from Don Boyle down there at Seppa Field on our sister channel. It's 0-0 there in the bottom of the seventh inning. So it's still a really great game there as well. You might want to tune that one in and watch it. Well, for Jim Vardalos here, great game, Jim. And I'm Steve Riley, and it's always a pleasure to do these games for you and bring them here on Sporting News CT. And for everybody here in the press box here, Mrs. Main, thank you very much for your hospitality here. And for the official scorekeepers down below, Dave Greenleaf, Paul LaFleur, I'm Steve Riley. Good afternoon, everybody.